Good job.
Not bad.
Alright, I'll give you another minute.
Who's this? It's like hanging out here. Oh. Now if we can find a board, we'll be all set.
Enhanced for profit.
There we go. Got a board.
Okay. Got another 20 seconds. Okay. John, while we're giving some other people finishing up, besides the Monopoly graph could be used for what else?
Cooperating oligopolies.
Cooperating oligopolies and monopolistic competition. Alright, so the graph will look like this. So MC equals MR up to demand for your price. You then have above price, below demand, consumer surplus, below price, above supply, producer surplus, and then your deadweight loss. You did not need S equal MC, you could have just had MC. This really should say price and cost over here, quantity. Now, if they asked you, if this graph, if this firm starts producing like perfect competition, how would you find the price and quantity in perfect competition? Right, where MC equals D, so you notice the price is lower and the quantity is higher. Okay? Now, I want to flip back to the quick. If there is a lump sum subsidy, what impact does it have on price, quantity, deadweight loss, and consumer surplus? Lump sum subsidy. E.
Nothing?
Alright, it has no effect. Why?
Because lump sum subsidy only affects average total cost, because it affects fixed costs.
So, in the long run, will this firm be more or less profitable?
More?
It'll be more, because the subsidy will lower its ATC. So, all it's going to affect is shifting the ATC. Now, if they increase their price, what will be the impact on total revenue? If this monopoly increases their price, it goes from PM to like PM1 up there. What will be the effect on total revenue?
Will it increase?
Why?
Because producer surplus will increase.
Okay. Now think, monopolies operate in what type of the curve? Elastic, inelastic, or uninelastic?
Elastic.
Elastic. In the elastic part of the curve, if the price goes up, what happens to total revenue? It goes down. Okay? So monopolies always operate in elastic part of the curve. So when they try to pull that raising price, just realize it. Okay. Any questions on this graph?
Going back to the lump sum like subsidy, why is that not a supply shifter?
Huh?
Why does that shift ATC as opposed to supply?
Because it's a lump sum and it's just occurring at the end of the year. It's not like a per unit thing. And remember, this is really like this is the MC curve, even though we sometimes let it act like a supply curve. So the marginal cost is not impacted. Okay? Good question. Any other questions before we move on? All right, let's see what we have next. Draw the long run ATC curve for Phillips Gas. Make sure you have 3 different areas. Gonna give you that's a minute.
What market is Phillips Gas?
What?
What market is Phillips Gas?
I can't hear you.
What market is Phillips? What?
Oh, you just want a long run ATC curve. Long run ATC curve. Oh, okay. Do you want a board? Okay.
What's the middle?
Sorry.
So HTV?
You on board? You can. For $17, it's yours.
Yeah, it means may return.
Okay? Alright. If it is in the long run, the graph is going to be like this. It's going to be economies of scale. Okay? Now, back up. If a company is producing more and its costs are going down, where would they be on the long run aggregate supply? So companies producing more and their costs are going down, where would they be? Okay.
The economies of scale.
They'd be at the economies of scale because costs are going down. Now, if it was in the short run, what would be the reason why costs are coming down?
More firms are entering the market.
More firms entering the market might not affect your cost though. It might shift supply. Michelle? There's specialization going with the law of diminishing marginal returns. First specialization. Okay. Now, okay. Okay, we did that. All right, if MC curve is increasing, what impact does that have on ATC? If the MC curve is increasing, what impact does that have on ATC?
Does ATC also increase?
Does it have to?
No.
No. Okay? If it's below the ATC, even if MC, here, if MC is increasing, even though it's below, if it's below the ATC will decrease. So you can't answer that without knowing where the MC is relative to the ATC. Anytime the MC is below ATC, ATC goes down. Anytime it's above, it increases. Okay? Okay. Alright, these firms operate in a perfectly competitive market. The firms in this industry are losing money. Show a side-by-side graph with the firms losing money. Also show what will happen to them in the long run. Okay? So losing money, and then what's going to happen in the long run.
Three graph?
Side, what?
Three graph?
No, two. Side by side,
Yeah.
showing them losing money, then showing how they'll get to the long run. You good? Just put P's and C's. Prices and quotes. Losing money, then show how it gets.
Make your arrows where they go.
Gypsy blue graph. Huh? Gypsy blue graph. Oh.
We're not gonna do what they're understood. Just for a day.
Left.
Okay. Give you another minute. Okay, this is another graph you need to know, because it's either this or the monopoly that's coming on as the free response. But it's been, so it's been the last 10 years. They know that the president. Can I give you another like 30 seconds? So just dragging on. So they could see that this
We have a test today.
No.
What?
All right, I'm going to show it to you, then I'm going to come back and ask you the question. So we got side by side, ATC is above price, so we're losing money. I would bring my up to ATC, that would give me my lost box. Now, what's going to happen here? Firm's going to enter or exit.
They go
They're
next.
going to exit, so I'm going to shift my supply left, and now I'm in the long run, zero economic profits. Okay? All right, this 50% chance, that's your unit, that they ask you something like that. Okay? So now we're at zero economic profits. I want to just backtrack here for a second. Hold your graphs at zero. When a firm is productively efficient, is price equal, less, or greater than ATC? Who can answer that? When a firm is productively efficient, is price equal, less, or greater than ATC? Just look at your graph. Everyone's hand should go up. First of all, Ken, just tell me what productively efficient is.
Productively efficient is when you're producing at the minimum ATC.
Okay, so here I am, producing at the minimum ATC. Someone give me the answers. Price greater, less, or?
Equal to.
Okay, price equals ATC when you're productively efficient. Thank you, Aaron. All right, so the next one. What would a lump sum tax do to a firm in the long run? So, we're in the long run, what would a lump sum tax do here?
It would move the ATC off.
It would move the ATC, whoops, we got crazy there. It would move the ATC up. Now, if the ATC moves up, am I still at zero economic profits? No. So, I'd be losing money again, so what would happen over here? Firms would, even more firms would exit. Okay? Let me ask what the last question is here, and then everyone could. All right. What would happen if they raised the price? Oh, great. What would happen if you raised the price here? What would happen to the firm who raised the price? Would total revenue increase, decrease, or stay the same?
Wait, but a single firm can't raise the price of its
So if they did, what would happen?